Utah State against Nevada last week, a winner. Did a good job of forcing 3 and outs, 12 total in the game. 2nd and 3 after that first down pickup, and that's a first down run for Sanders. On 1st and 20, there's some running room for Sanders. He gets it all back as he crosses the 40-yard line. And it's a particularly windy night, too, with this drive going into the wind, making it a little bit less conducive for passing. Another first down carry. The ball comes loose at the end of the run, and the Aggies say they've come up with it. There are many layers of this pile to be peeled away to determine who fell on top of the loose ball. Utah State football.
Have the ball in that crowd at the end. You got to make sure you cover it up with 2 hands. He's trying to, but it just seems like at the end.
Pressure comes, throw down the sideline. It's tipped and incomplete. Hammond with a give up the middle and a punishing run for Jackson. It's a first down.
Look at you with the nuggets of the day.
Fun day of college football, an important one here in the Mountain West. A hurdle by Caden Remsburg going up the sideline. How about that?
You're in already, Remsburg already auditioning for the track team, right? Showing everybody, I got some leaping ability. Put me in the 300 hurdles. That's the first pitch of the game so far for Air Force. Look, it's all about the dive. It's about the quarterback keeper, and now the first pitch, but so much as an offense against Air Force. But you got to make sure you take away the dive first.
First down is Berto, the senior fullback, sneaks through the middle.
Under 2 minutes we've seen throughout the season so far, especially last week. But you got to make those possessions count.
A little bit of danger on the pitch to the outside. Pulled in by Joshua Stoner, the junior from Columbus, Ohio.
They can pitch to the outside. So if you condense yourself too much as a defense, they can run it to the outside.
That's just a leap in the middle of the pile on what's their third and 1 already. Ball is loose, and Utah State, first team to fall on top of it. Gerard Sanders had it, and it just squirted out of his hands.
Stay at home. You wait for something to come your way. Anderson right there just making a play.
Nathan, their only receiver returning this year with more than 10 catches. Love's got to dance in the pocket. His pass incomplete again.
That's tough for a quarterback, but look, that's not deterring NFL scouts away. They're still here. A lot of scouts I saw upstairs coming to see Jordan Love.
Air Force has it, and their 3rd possession coming up after a couple of fumbles. And they've really lowered the possibility of a run here, making it 3rd and 8 after the first 3 third downs were 3rd and 1. Nevertheless, another 3rd down conversion and a huge run for Jackson. He's across midfield as he's finally pushed out of bounds by DJ Williams.
Play you got to stop first.
The dive.
You don't stop the dive. This is what happens. And that's just an easy play right there. Timothy Jackson just takes it, and he gets to the outside. Those 2 turnovers, to me, that have really put this offense behind the chains.
Through the middle for Berto, whose dad played football at Oklahoma State. Pitch to the edge. It's Remsburg. First down, he's inside the 20.
Someone's probably going to lose that game in a couple weeks, but it does open the door now for 2 SEC teams.
Remsburg to the outside, and he's down to the 5. Someone's definitely going to lose that game.
I give it right back to him on the goal line.
He gets the carry and lowers the shoulders into the end zone for the first touchdown of the night. Air Force up 6-0.
That's the one thing that I see when I watch Timothy Jackson, Mr. Duval. When he runs that football, it's his 3rd down. Now, if I'm Air Force, I'm bringing pressure. I'm forcing Jordan Love to get the ball out of his hands quickly.
He's on the rollout, and he's wrapped up and brought down. Stops in and stops the drive.
Well, Fafita better go over there and high-five number 94, the left end, Jordan Jackson. He's the one that makes this play.
The big nose guard, champion wrestler in high school. This was his only FBS offer. 3 3-and-outs for Utah State here on the road.
Football at practice because it's all about gap sound, taking a dive away first.
Play action, pass is complete. It's across midfield. And all the way down to the 40-yard line is David Woodward. Little Tobias Funke for you. Right back to it on the ground. Timothy Jackson gets just shy of the 10-yard line for 20.
Yeah, but this time he gets some help from his wide receiver, Ben Peterson, number 27. He stands right there. He seals the edge. And then I talked about Jackson earlier, creating lanes for Jackson and the rest of the running back crew. That's where this game is being won at.
That sets up first and goal.
Bowl eligible, first time in a couple years. So they know that's a big time game for them.
And they've got another touchdown. Caden Remsburg has his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. Air Force a kick away from going up 14-zip.
Well, when you don't stop the dive, this is what happens. Because you're so worried about the dive.
So back to it for Jordan Love. And they set up the screen. This will be their biggest burst of the night here for Jalen Warren across midfield. They're going to get their chance to run their first play in Air Force territory.
And that's a big play. That goes down as huge. You're only down a couple scores.
Love hit as he throws, floats it across the middle, and the pass is incomplete as it bounces at the 5-yard line. Looking for Tompkins again.
Mr. Justin Fields and J.K. Dobbins, 2 of the best in college football.
The pitch to Remsburg makes it a first down.
You start to get into that late October, early November, you got to be able to run the football.
It's Hammond right to the first down marker, and if he's got the 35, he's got a first down. He's got a pretty firm grasp right now in their division in the Mountain West. Remsburg right near midfield, another first down. It's the 17th first down of the night for Air Force. Hammond keeps it. He's to the 35, and the clock continues to roll. If the atmosphere is somber like a funeral, they've got to cut off the final few letters and make it fun, not funeral. The dive is where they picked up a good chunk of their rushing yardage. So with the wind at his back, trying to best his longest by 8 yards, it is good. Jake Conkey ends the half with the wind at his back, and he bisects the uprights to make it 17-0 into the locker room.
You got to have confidence in the kicker. Troy Calhoun calls timeout, said, let's just give it a shot. He nails it.
And then offensively, also just getting into a rhythm. He says, I really don't have the answer as to how we do that. And then as for Air Force, Coach Calhoun saying that, of course, he was pleased with the rushing attack.
Who are now 3-1 in Mountain West play and get to bowl eligibility at 6-2. Love on first down, lost it over the top, and Mariner can't pull it in. There is a flag on the play. This is suboptimal for Love to be throwing down this direction of the field. He's going into a very strong wind. The handoff for Bright gets them the first down. We saw at the end of the first half.
Watch here in the slot. If I'm Jordan Love, finding Tompkins.
Pressure comes. He throws into single coverage to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown Utah State as he hits COC Mariner for his 3rd touchdown of the year. And finally, the Aggies are on the board.
Who gets one-on-one on the outside, and this is where Jordan Love, so many people fall in love with him as a quarterback position. It's throws like this, throwing it to the wide. He's covered. COC Mariner's covered.
5th time they faced 3rd and 1, and they get it again. Continuing to dominate time of possession.
It's a long day for these cadets. Always admired that about them.
Passing situation, and the ball comes loose as Hammond got hit from behind as he let it go. Nick Henninger laid the hit on him, and the ball goes laterally, tumbling out of bounds.
Yeah, that ball went backwards. That was just a nice play and an outstanding rush. Okay, you get up to get the rush. That's what you want. But I think the bigger thing is there was nobody open on the outside, right? There was nobody open.
Charlie Scott is on to punt, the younger brother of J.K. Scott, 2-time national champ at Alabama, now with the Packers. He hasn't had to do much in the last couple weeks. He punted 2 times last week against Hawaii, and his first tonight is a gem marked down at the 1. Utah State a perfect 3-0, and Air Force sits at 3-1. Love on the run in the end zone, completes the pass, but not enough for the first down. Most in a Mountain West game since 2015. They have dominated in every facet of this game so far. Yardage, total and rushing, time of possession, first downs.
Air Force belong in the Mountain West, and the way that they're competing this year, they definitely belong and could be one of those teams at the top of the Mountain Division. And Air Force smelling blood in the water.
Hammond hands it off. Remsburg is tripped up. Shaq Bond, the junior who had an interception last week, play quickly to an end.
I love alley players, right? Shaq Bond's an alley player. He just runs the alley.
Hammond, the quarterback, has dropped back to pass 5 times. Just 1 completion, though. See what they go with here, 3rd and 8. To the bread and butter. Remsburg to the outside. Touchdown, Air Force.
You're worried about the dive, but watch the tight end, Leslie Dowger, just on the outside. He seals the edge as a player. Defensively, hey, let's get a 3 and out, get back to the sidelines by these heaters.
Talking in our ear, say the wind is about 30 miles an hour right now here in Colorado Springs. Love is gobbled up. Nowhere to go with that. The civil engineering major engineered his way to a sack.
No, we haven't talked about John Rosinski enough, the defensive coordinator at Air Force. His plan tonight for Jordan Love.
Gave such high praise to Jordan Love for his touchdown pass to Cioce Mariner earlier. Can he come up with a big one here on 3rd down? Across the middle, and it's incomplete. Freezing temperatures. Happy birthday to our friend Frankie.
Happy birthday, Frankie.
You'll be back in Orlando soon, where it's a lot warmer than this. For 4 in the Mountain West this year. Hammond across midfield and then some as he goes to the 40-yard line, and it picks up the first down with a gain of 14.
He is never too fast. You watch him make moves and he's setting things up, but it's not like he's overly working. That's just a sign of a good quarterback. Acceleration, but also some power.
Okay, so if anybody's not familiar with what you just did, you got to explain that for the non-Jacksonville Jaguars fan base.
And definitely caught on down there in Duval Jackson tonight. Burger King, king of the moment.
But worthy of the champ.
And so it's one thing to be obviously out-possessed in the time of possession, but when you don't make your drives count, that hurts even more.
They've rushed for 398 yards. Tack on another touchdown, Birdo, and the Falcons have 6 more. $134 yards. They're only 35 shy of that with 10 minutes to play.
Man, this has just been workmanlike, right? That's a workmanlike drive. That's a drive that you say, you know what? If we go drive down and score, this game's over. That's how they feel. Remember, you're looking at the potential. You're looking about the future on putting him in your offense. Slice of the pie.
some of the breakaway speed we haven't seen very much tonight from Donald Hammond.
On the dive carrier.
You even found a way in your college career against a non-passing team to come up with an interception against Air Force.
Air Force would jump on you quickly, and you got to find a way to be able to sustain that first initial surge. And Utah State did not do that tonight so far. Is that what you expected in the World Series?
After a team goes down 2-0, right? You don't expect it to immediately flip back the other way. It gets that much more interesting.
Well, look, they're going to need some help too, right? They still got a shot at the Mountain West Conference Championship game. They just need Boise State to lose a couple. And Boise's schedule down the stretch, they're going to have to win some. And, you know, it's the quarterback situation in Boise. Which one is going to start, really? But the other games are the ones that really, I think now people are scratching their head. What kind of quarterback is this?
It's maybe a loss of 2 on that play. 31-7 is the final score. Thanks for being with us here tonight. College football final is coming your way next.